A lot hinges on the Brothers' War, but will this set be any good? Some interesting cards spoiled at the moment are the commands. There is a command in each color except green. Seriously, why not green? But anyways, these cards are really versatile. They have 4 different options on them. So these cards can be included in many decks, and they are going to fill a lot of slots. That makes these cards good. What doesn't make them so good is that 3 out of 4 of them are sorcery speed, and their converted mana cost is actually kind of high. Only the blue card is an instant speed card, and this reduces the overall quality of the cards somewhat. Also, all of these command cards are all in the rare slot. So I've given these command cards 3 out of 5 Goblin Guides. One card I'm looking immensely forward to is Sofie Temple Pilgrim. Sofie is a planeswalker in this set, and we have waited some time for him because he was already in the lore in Dominaria United. But is he any good? Yes. I think this card is going to be included in every blue deck in Standard from now until he's banned. And I think he will be banned at some point because he is absolutely broken. He is so powerful, but I'm looking very much forward to seeing him in some gameplay. And I'm going to give him 5 out of 5 Goblin Guides. Some other cards that I'm looking forward to are some old staples. We're going to have Blast Zone, Fauna Shaman and Monastery Swiftspear reprinted into the Brothers' War set. I don't know what this means as of yet, because is this to make the set more powerful, or is it to actually fill up for the cards we actually might need? I don't know. But so far I think this is a good addition because they are some powerful stable cards, and they're going to be good in many of the formats and also be good in Standard. I'm going to give these oldies but goldies 4 out of 5 Goblin Guides. Another card I'm looking forward to is Giggs, Yorkmoth's Breather. He's a 3/3 and costs 1 generic and 2 black manas to cast. Not what makes him good. What makes him good is that each time a creature you control that deals damage to a player, you may pay 1 life and you may draw a card. That is some really cheap card draw. And also, he doesn't need to be attacking himself. So you can play him turn 3, attack with the creatures you play turn 1 and turn 2, and then you can just draw those cards really early game. Also, he's perfect on curve with Shieldred, which means that you're not going to actually pay any life to draw cards. You're going to get life from drawing cards. I think this is going to be absolutely broken. Right now, I am interested to see if one of these 2 cards, either Shieldred or Giggs, is going to be banned, because that could really much happen. But if they're not, they're going to be an absolute power couple in black. So I'm giving him 5 out of 5 Goblin Guides.
Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and getting excited about our 500 sub giveaway. And please go and have a look at the prizes. And if you like, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel out a lot and we really appreciate it. Thank you for being a part of the community.
This set is the Brothers' War, so of course we're going to see the brothers. What Wizards have done in this set is to have a really long timeline. I think the timeline is about 60 years. So we're going to see young versions of Urza, adult versions of Urza, and old powerful versions of Urza, and that goes for Mishra too. Let's take the Urzas first. So all the Urzas, right? I have this little blog because I can't remember that many names actually. So some of the Urzas card. The young Urza is called Urza Powerstone Prodigy. I'm not much into this card. I think it is slow, I think it's a little cumbersome, and I think to make these Power Stones you have to discard cards, and I'm not a big fan of that. So Urza's Power Stone Prodigy, I give him 1 out of 5 Goblin Guides. I am not into that card. The rare version of Urza is Urza, Prince of Krook. I like that he has Anthem effect for artifacts, gives them 2/2. So that is a kind of good Anthem effect, but it is really situational. He's able to spit out 1/1s, I think that's a good thing, but he does so at a really high converted mana cost. It costs 6 generic mana to make a 1/1. That is expensive, and maybe it's too expensive. Then again, these 1/1s actually comes out as 3/3 creatures, but a 3/3 creature for 6 manas. So overall, the rare version of Urza, I give him 2 out of 5 Goblin Guides. For the last one, Urza Lord Protector. That is the mythic version of Urza. What makes him good is that he has reduced casting converted mana cost for artifacts, instants and sorceries. That is great. He has the meld ability to meld him together with another card to make an absolute bunker planeswalker. Awesome, if you can pay the converted mana cost, of course, because it costs 7 mana to make him meld together with the Power Stone and Weak Stone. These are the good things. What makes it a little less good is that he is a mythic card, and it costs a lot of mana to make him meld together with the other card, which is where he actually shines. So I give him 4 out of 5 Goblin Guides. That means that in total of all the Ursas, I land on 3 out of 5 Goblin Guides. So 3 for Ursa. What about Mishra? Because they are brothers after all. Mishra also has an uncommon, a rare and a mythic version of himself. A young version, adult version, and in his prime, so to speak. The young version of Mishra is called Mishra Excavation Prodigy. He is a 2/1 with haste, and he can actually ramp. You can discard a card from your hand, and if you discard an artifact card, you can make 2 red mana. So that is actually a ramp card from red. I think this makes him really good. I'll give him 3 out of 5 Goblin Guides. Then we have Mishra, Tamer of Mark Faber. Yeah, don't make me pronounce weird stuff. He has an excellent ward ability. And he can give ward to other permanents you control by sacrificing an artifact. I think this is really powerful, and it's a really nice protection to have in hand. He has the unearth ability from the graveyard, so you can make some of those artifacts come back again. Of course, you have to exile them at the end of your end step, but there might be some nice artifacts out there that you might just want to have on the playing field for 1 turn. His converted mana cost could be lower though, so I give him 4 out of 5 Goblin Guides. The ultimate Mishra, he's called Mishra, claimed by Gix. He's great for aggro decks. He doesn't have to attack to make his ability shine, so he's a great turn 1 payoff, because you smack him down, you attack with your creatures, you get value just from that. He has the meld ability, just like the Ursa in his prime had the meld ability, and this meld ability is much easier to actually pull off than the Ursa's abilities. I think that makes him a little bit better. It's really on curve if you are lucky enough to pull it off. So I think I'll give Mishra, claimed by Gix, 5 out of 5 Goblin Guides, which brings the total Goblin Guides for all the Mishras to 4 out of 5 Goblin Guides. So in my opinion, I think Mishra is a little bit better than Ursa in this set. The last card, I'm going to look at Titania, Jaya's Voice. I think this card is really good in itself. It is low converted mana cost, and it comes with a nice power and toughness, and it comes with reach. You already have great value there. Furthermore, it has the ability to meld together with a land called Argoth, Sanctum of Nature. And that is also the downside, if you ask me, about Titania, because this land is actually subpar. It's not that good. If you don't have a legendary creature, it comes in tapped, so it's a slow land in that aspect. And you have to fill your graveyard with the mill ability to get enough lands to actually mill Titania together with Argoth. And you could be really unlucky that you're just going to mill a lot of your great cards, and it takes a long time before you get those lands out in your graveyard. It's a nice added bonus that you can make these 2 cards meld together and make a really great creature, but it is a bit wonky. I hope that green actually gets a little more love, because right now it's looking bad for green. What should we give Titania? I think that she's going to have 4 out of 5 Goblin Guides, because in itself she's a great card. The land, not so much, and the combined ability to meld together is absolutely great. And if you pull that off, if you pull the meld stuff off, she is going to win you she's going to win you the game.
I'm not going to be presenting a list with cards because, quite frankly, I'm not that convinced yet. I'm not super excited for anything. I can see Mono Black will be pretty wild in Standard, because Sheoldred and Gix are going to have a lot of fun ruling the meta. But to be honest, for me personally, I'm mostly excited about the art. I think the schematic art is absolutely gorgeous. I think it's very well done, and I think that it fits the theme and also the flavor of Brothers War with the artifact theme. But besides that, I need to see some more goblins. I would love to see some more monocolored cards that I could get super excited about in my colors, which is either red or white. I am excited about a few cards. The Goblin Charbelcher, I know it's not a goblin card, but it says goblin in the title, and there's even a goblin in the art, in the schematic art. How can you not love that? Check it out, guys. Look at it right here. Besides that, we have a really powerful angel coming, and I love playing my goblins, but I certainly also love playing my angels. And Platinum Angel in this schematic art is definitely something that I want to add to my angel deck. I'm excited to see how Brothers War really does in this environment. This past weekend, we just had Magic 30th anniversary in Las Vegas, and as far as I've heard, it was not exactly a resounding success. So Brothers War really needs to come out there kicking and fighting and do really well. And I'm not certain that it will, because a lot of people are really pessimistic. And besides opening something for you here on the channel and giving one away, go check out our giveaway right here. I'm not certain that I actually want to buy a booster box. I might just want to get the singles because I don't want to give Wizards of the Coast my money right now.